Hello, welcome. I am so pleased that you're here with us today. Now, this week is turning in to be a very in-depth, intense week of discussions. So I'm just going to follow up a little bit here for the public broadcast that we're doing right now on the private broadcast that was done yesterday by the teams. So I just wanted to follow up a little bit for this to help more people out there who are maybe still feeling a little bit of frustration, stress, all the above. And like I said, we had a really in-depth discussion yesterday with the groups, with teams. So those were totally different. And for anyone getting on that is from one of those teams that got together, I'm just going to do some follow-up here, and I'm going to give some insight to help the masses. So yesterday we did a huge discussion on, of course, mindset, because mindset and business go hand in hand. If you do not have a strong mindset and you do not have a strong vibrational character, if you are not in the state where you are creating what you want, then there's a good possibility that you're not going to get it. And that was a huge part of the discussions that were very intense and took hours to get through yesterday. And that was one reason why I did not do a live to help you guys yesterday, because I was really intense and in tune with what we were discussing. So when you learn that your personality, and everybody's going to say, I know what a lot of you out there are going to say, well, what does my personality have to do with my success? I want success. Your personality has a lot to do with what success you are having. Personality plays a huge part. A big part. Okay. And what does it play a big part in? Your personality says a lot about who you are. So when you start your morning, and we're going back to the morning because, like I said, we had a very intense group yesterday. And it really benefited, and I'm getting a lot of comment back on how great it was and how much more insight. When people woke up this morning, it was like, oh my gosh, that changed my life. So what you have to look at is your personality and how it plays a big part in what you're creating and what you're doing. And it plays a huge part in your mindset. So do you have a personality where you love yourself? First of all, you have to love yourself. This is not a prerequisite. This is a must. This is a must. If you do not love who you are right now, if you do not love the person you are, the person your actions speak about, if you don't love this person, then how do you expect to get anywhere, and how do you expect to grow and to be and to have? Do have. Take a look at that. I mean, I'm getting down and dirty with this because it is true. And I know we're in a pandemic, and I know a lot of people are going to tell me, well, Christy, we're in a chaos here. Why are you telling me this now? I've told you this for the past 5 years. And we're just going to get a little bit down because I've seen the results that happened from the intense group of people that were doing it, that were getting it. And they're like, before this happened, this is how I was. Before I got my success, before I made my first $100,000, this is what I was thinking. This is how I was feeling. And we took all those notes and all of that and put it into a training. Gotta love it, right? So start your morning in a state of gratitude. And everyone knows my routine. I've gone through it for the past 5 years or more that I've been doing this, probably 5 years, that I've been doing this online, that I focus on my gratitude for, first I'm breathing. I focus on my great sleep I had. Even if I didn't sleep very well that night that I just woke up from, I will say, thank you, Lord. And I say, Lord, God, whoever you want to say, for the sleep I did get. It was refreshing and rejuvenating. Thank you. I am grateful. I love myself. And when you love yourself and you can say that to the universe or to whoever you want to say it is, love yourself to be happy that there, and this is a vibrational pattern. When you are gratitude and you love yourself and you are thankful for what you have, gratitude, thankful, and you have joy in your life. You are joyful for what you're creating. You are joyful for what you're doing. And I know there's going to be some of you out there who are saying, well, I can't be joyful because I got kids running around and I can't focus. And how do you want me to get my business going? And how do you want me to start it now? It's not rocket science to do certain things. It's more about redirect your thoughts, redirect your focus. Okay, you've got kids running around. That is a great thing. What can you do to help the kids to burn off some energy in the house? If you're not in an apartment and you can go out in your backyard or, go out in the backyard, send them out there to run and play and throw the ball. Not at the window, of course, but, have some fun. If they're teenagers, if they're just wanting to play games or whatever, get them focused into maybe something else. You know what? It really works really good is if you're just starting a business, if you're not sure what to do, and maybe you're wanting to get into video or graphics, or maybe you need to do creation content. If you've got teenagers at home, they probably know more about these systems than we do, right? So I have found with working with my grandkids, teenagers, they know more about this stuff and they can get in there and help you. When you have a glitch, they can get in there and help you. Why not have them get involved in what you're doing? Why not let them be a part of this that you're growing, that you're creating? If they're in that mindset where they can do it, why not make it a family thing? You're all going to make the money. You're all going to make the recognition. You're all going to create. Why not? You take the lead, and of course they're going to get sidetracked and whatnot. That's great. Send them outside, blow off some steam, run around, and do the same for yourself. Take a break in between what you're doing. Go out there, have some fun, blow off some steam, get some exercise. You're going to find you're going to come back to what you're doing with a clear mind. You're going to be clear and positive. So as you're doing this and you're building the skills, this is part of building your skills. You have to have skills in order to be successful. Regardless of what kind of a job you have, if you go out, whatever you're doing, if you're a construction worker, if you're a road worker, maybe you work in a factory or a cashier, whatever you're doing, you have to have skills, right? And how did you, excuse me, how did you get those skills? You had to learn them, right? Pardon me. You had to learn them by repetitive action. Repetitive action means you did it over and over and over again, and you kept doing it over and over and over again until it became second nature, right? And this is a fact. It is a proven. And when you have a personality that says, you know what, I can do anything. I can give, I can care, I can happy, I can everything. What are you going to get back? You're going to give, you're going to care, you're going to be happy. That's going to come back to help you. I'm not saying it's going to come back as a bad way. It's going to come back in a positive way. It's going to come back and help you to do and be and have what you choose to be. So when you're creating your magnetic energy, that is where like attracts like. Your magnetic energy is whatever you're thinking, whatever your prominent thought pattern is right now. Whatever that prominent thought is what you are drawing to you. That is a magnetic energy. And there was a member in the discussion yesterday, and she said, and then this is from her, I'm not going to give any names. She said, when I feel my magnetic energy working and drawing it to me, I find that I can stay focused longer on what I'm doing, And I find that I'm happy that I am giving this content to whomever I'm giving it to. And she said, I find that when I'm out of sync with my magnetic energy, this is the other spectrum. And she says, when I'm out of sync with what I'm creating, when I'm not in the vibration of that, then I find it is harder for me to find the words. It's harder for me to create the video. Whatever I'm working on, she says, it's harder for me to, I've got notes. She says it's harder for me to follow through when I'm not in the magnetic vibration. And that makes so much sense, guys. Think about this. Doesn't this make sense to you also? That when you're in the magnetic vibration to what you want to create, you are creating that. You are bringing more of it to you. So as you're creating what you want and you're learning the skills you need, then why not follow through and be the creator that you're meant to be? That made so much sense to, I think, almost everybody in the group yesterday. It made so much sense to everybody because there was a lot of, oh my gosh, that sounds like me. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, and all these different things. So when you're starting to grow your business and you're not sure what to do, and you're just fumbling and you're thinking, okay, now's the time. And you're saying to yourself, now's the time. We are in a pandemic. Of course, the country's going to open up here hopefully soon. But what's going to happen the next time this flu thing comes around? What's going to happen the next time people panic? Am I going to be back in the same spot I'm in? We're hearing that also. So what they're saying and what we've decided to do as a group and as a whole was to make sure that we all are putting out blueprints to help as many people as we can. Blueprint is a guideline. As you already know, a blueprint is a guideline that guides people along the way, gives them the skills they're going to learn along the way to grow, to be, to do, to have. So when you do that and you have those skills, then you can go to the next level. Maybe you can join a community of people who are doing this every day. Maybe you can do that. Why not? There's nothing stopping you when you get with the right community. So use the blueprints that have already been tried and tested and proven. Get your magnetic energy, your magnetic desire focused on what you want and why you want it. Your why is so important. And your why shouldn't be just because you want to have financial security. That is a good part of it. And another good part of it that you're going to probably say is, well, I got to take care of my family. That's another part of it. But why do you want to do this? Why do you, in your heart, in your soul, feel that being an independent, having money come in, being prosperous is a positive for you? Why? How many people are you going to be able to help? How much are you going to give the marketplace? That's a great thing to do. If you're going to help a lot of people, you're going to find you're going to be more giving, and your personality will reflect that. And when you're more giving, you're more caring, you're going to get more of that back. That's where the wealth starts and comes from, is what you're willing to push forward and give to the marketplace, to the world, to the people, to everybody out there. Like I said, we had a really long discussion yesterday, and it was very intuitive for all of us. So that's why personality plays a big part. And if you noticed, there are only certain types of people who join these prosperity groups, these communities. There are only certain types of people who will stay in them. And those types of people are the ones that they know they are going to get this. Maybe they don't have it yet, but they know they're going to do it regardless of what happens, regardless of anything else. They're going to prosper, and they're going to use the blueprints that are given. Right? that's a big difference. And that was another what's the right word for that? Oh gosh, help me guys. What's the right word for that? Realization? Well, it was just realized by a lot of people in the group was, oh my gosh, I was that person one time. I was that person. I was that person that didn't believe in myself. I was that person that didn't love myself. And a lot of people were saying, you know what? I was that person. And I got in this community and I thought they were all a bunch of hooey. That's my word. And I didn't feel that they knew what they were doing or what they were talking about, but I stuck with it because something inside of me said, stick with it. And then another person in the group said, you know what? That happened to me recently, and I was about ready to quit and not use the skills I'd learned and just go back to what I was doing, my other job. And then I decided, you know what? I can't go to the job because I'm on quarantine. So I might as well take this one step further. I might as well get involved and start doing something. And the more they started doing something, the more they realized, you know what? I've got the skills here. Now I've got a community around me that's backing me up. Why am I worried that I'm not going to make this? It's not impossible. When you have the skills and you have the blueprint on how to get there, and you have someone that is willing to take you into a group of people that are successful, maybe that you just want to get tagged into a group so you can find out what's going on. Why not? So I'm going to offer you that today. Message me and just tell me, tag me, and I will tag you into a multimillionaires group. Okay? And you can see what we do, and you can see some things that we're not doing and how we're doing it. And you can get an insight as to, what other people are doing and how you too can use these skills. And I also have a offer for you here in the thingy there. It's a blueprint. Whether you choose to use the blueprint or not is totally up to you. It is tried and tested and proven to work. I use it myself. I use these steps every day. I use these skills that I've learned. And you too can use these skills, and you too can be the success you desire to be. It's all up to you. And I look forward to hearing back from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, because we want to help as many people as we can. And it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to not know what's going on. And it's okay to have a little bit of doubt in yourself, but believe in yourself above all else. Believe you can do it. Believe you will. Believe you'll have success. You may not have success overnight. It may not come right this second. You may have to take a little bit and get your magnetic energy going. But the longer you do it and the more you put into it, the easier it's going to be. Things don't happen overnight. You have to make them happen. That's a fact. It's proven, and it is out there. And I got a piece of hair sticking out. Okay, guys, like, share, subscribe, and please give me your comments and feedback on what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how I can help you. Okay, I'll talk to you later. And let me know what you think of this blueprint. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, bye-bye.